Hi everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Adiola and welcome to another episode of Get to Know Me. This is a program that gets you more closer to the serial entrepreneurs that you see on your screen. On today's episode, I have with me an all-rounder. I want you to welcome with me Adetutu of On This Island. You're welcome, my sister. Yes.
My name is Adetutu of the Island. I'm the owner of On This Island. And also this island. I was raised by a single mom, and I know what it feels to be in poverty. And I don't want to go into it. I never had the luxury of life while growing up. I didn't even know what they call my father. I've never sat like this with my father, and he is alive. So my greatest fear is not will I have a child. My greatest fear is not will I marry. It has never been a fear.
What will I travel out?
What is a fear to me? It's always scary. It's being broke. If I wake up in it one day and I check my account and there's no money, I'm going to work like crazy.
That's your biggest fear.
So it's always funny to me when somebody is saying being shy is why they cannot show up. You for real? You think I'm not shy? So it is. They just think I don't have emotions or I don't pity people. You can't tell me that. Me when they carry bra they dance. It is how they crazy. I'm not crazy now, but I have to eat. I have to survive. Look at staff here. Where will I pay them? Ever since I started this my business, I've never been in debt. I've never owed somebody like that calling me to come and pay them. I've always been trying, using one to cover up for one, using one to cover up for one. My greatest, my motivation is I just want to be rich. I want to have my own house. I want to drive. I want to be successful. I don't want to, for someone that grew up, they face me and slap me. I have experienced the worst out of marriages. I have seen what can ruin a woman. I can see what can ruin a marriage. The reason why some women suffer is 99% is even because of money. It's why they will remain where they are being abused. Not because of love, not because they love their children. It is not because they are women. It is because you cannot raise those children alone. So that is why should I now lower myself where I cannot even feed myself? I don't think I want to be humiliated in that manner. I don't think I can stand it. So it is the motivation is
I can't afford to fail.
I can't afford it.
There's too much at stake. I can't afford to fail.
I cannot. I can't bounce in nonsense.
It's just like when you look at it this way, like a lot of people will fail if I fail. A lot of people are looking up to me.
As much as I want to drive Benz, I want to watch my mother drive it. I want to be the one to do this for this one, do this for this one. It is my pride. It is what makes me. It is what makes me
find fulfillment in
it. So why should I now not walk? So I can't relate. What motivates me is I don't want to be broke. That's just it.
Are you married? Are you single? Are you a single mom? Are you a baby mama? Do you have children?
I'm not a single mom.
Yes.
I don't have a child. I've never been married. I've had introduction in the past, but it didn't work out. So I'm single as in single.
Single.
I'm single, but I'm in a relationship. No.
Single. She's single and she's single. I heard you mentioned something that you had an introduction one time and it didn't work out. What happened? That gender, they are very funny. What happened?
Nothing happened though.
It just didn't work out.
It doesn't work out.
Okay.
It doesn't work out. I don't copy. Many social media vendors copy. I don't like to copy people. I want to be different. I want people to see my page and see it as new. You watch my video and take a stop. You cannot just watch my video and just swipe off. You have to watch. I talk to my audience like I'm talking to somebody sitting beside, like I'm gisting. I think that's one thing I've been able to connect with my audience. You can't watch my videos and not get entertained. It is either you are entertaining people or you are educating people or you are giving people information, and I center my content around those three things. Sometimes I'm giving an information. Sometimes and one of the things that made me have more of vendors around me is because I share whatever I feel like is working for my business, and you can also adopt that I have tried. But some people will choose to just say, oh, because they've been able to make these sales, maybe they had a particular sales and they made 100 million. You know that they won't gatekeep. They'll say, let me teach you how to make sales on social media. I wish some vendors know this thing ruined their brand. It doesn't crown your brand. No, it devalues your brand because you have done anybody no good. You have just you have done business with other people. So there's nothing bad if you come out and share random stuff that people pay for and you know it. Everybody cannot be a coach. Some people are a coach and they stand by it. If you're a business owner, be a business owner. If you're say you can always sell your knowledge. But many times selling knowledge on social media is a scam to me. They are not actually selling knowledge, they are just being a scam.
monetize.
They're just monetizing nonsense. So everybody just taking advantage of vulnerable people. Imagine someone just put to bed and say, I want to teach you how to get an IVF. What are you teaching me? And some people are so dull, people are not smart. When you can just walk into an hospital to go and see a gynecologist, you rather pay somebody on social media to teach you how to go about IVF. You know, it is just that, and that's one of the things that has always helped my business. I relate with people, I communicate with my audience, I market like knowing your problem. I don't market like a business owner. I market like I will bring out your problem and I will tell you, and I will
this is why you need to buy
your
this
solution.
This is why you need to buy this.
Yes, people don't bring out problem.
Yeah.
They just market available in blue and green, and it is 5,000. That's the end. You are not giving me why. Some people don't see why they should buy swimsuit. But if I sit down now, I want to make video and tell you why you need it, you will buy it and regret. Like, but I've been able to make you buy. A win for me.
Yes.
A win for you maybe later.
Yes.
So that is what is making the business keep going.
So, like, what advice do you have for other young entrepreneurs that are in business like you? I know you just mentioned something like that. That's why I'm asking this question. Your content creation, your enthusiasm, your articulation sets you apart. But what is that advice that you feel that, oh, I need to tell my other small business owners, if they can adopt this, we can get them where they want to be? What is that thing?
I just want to tell an upcoming business owner. Maybe some people don't know. They really do not know that there's money on social media. We have left 1990. This is 2025. You can make 10 million on social media. You can make 100 million. There's not much economic. People don't watch TV anymore. People watch their phones. People put on the TV and still hold their phones. So I always advise that
That's very true.
Keep showing up. It is not magic. Sometimes it can be like a magic for some people that they just start, and you watch somebody that just started last month. The person is already packing 100 orders. There's distraction on social media. In fact, social media makes us realize that there are a lot of people that don't have a mind of their own. They judge themselves by other people's success. They look at who they don't know. That is why I always say I don't have a mentor on social media. I'm not looking to be like anybody on social because I don't really know. Some people have rich husbands. I have a friend that's collecting property of like almost 6 million every 6 months. Me, I don't have that. Imagine looking forward to being like that person. You just run and run and keep running. Whether that person is making profit or not, so the person is still getting 8 million naira at the end of every 6 months.
Some people come to my DM, oh, Sister Adiola, I have 200. I have 100. I have 500. I don't even know what to do with it. All I know is I want this money to multiply. But I don't know that business that can, give me a turnover that would be worth, keep staying in that business. Do you train? Do you mentor? Do you accept wholesalers?
Okay, number one, I don't mentor people. The reason is this. Like I said, there's so many distractions. The reason somebody would choose on this island to mentor her is because they see that this island is too well. There's somebody with just 1,000 followers that might even make him more than on this island. But because there's so much noise that's on this island, they will choose on this island. Now, how can you have money and not know what you want to do with it? It's a dead on arrival. Because even I can't give somebody that wants to start a business and say they don't know what to do with it. If you work for your money, you know what you want to do with it. And people don't always look at the negative side of a business. They only look at the good side of a business. That is why you are confused. If they give me 100 million naira, I know the business I would think of. I would quickly go and learn, understand. I learned this lace. I took like almost 2 weeks going to Oshodi to go and be learning how to cut, how to pack, how to beat. I didn't just say because I have the money. I still have the money, I go through the learning. People don't want to go, they don't even want to pay for learning. They don't want to learn.
They just want to cut corners.
Cut corners. They don't even want to learn in the traditional way. There was a time before you start the business, you have to go into the market and learn it. Why are you confused when you can do that? If you want, I just know somebody that wants to start selling baby things. Well, let's say go shop automatic busy, go there and then if you want to learn this business, they will collect money from you, give you suppliers contact when you are done, then to show you how to buy and then you can start the business. He said she went there and they said they want to collect 1 million naira. It's either you learn or you learn from your own mistakes. It's either you waste this 15 million naira that you have waste it, use it to learn and learn and relearn, and before you now balance up.
Yes, so
There's no way you learn from your own mistakes. You can't just grab the opportunity and start using it. You have to keep growing and look at a business you can do. You are an alaja, you cover your head. You want to sell laundry. There are some certain words you cannot say.
Yes.
People don't look at that part.
Yes.
There are certain things you cannot do. Certain content you cannot do. Certain body laundry picture you cannot post. It's not even as little as posting a lady, a pixie, somebody that is dancing naked with ordinary pants and bra. You can't post it on your. Why do you want to do underwear business? If you know you are restricted to some certain things, if you know you don't wear jeans, why do you want to sell jeans? You are wearing jeans and you don't wear. So it is you understanding what you can do. I look at myself. I love wearing native clothes, and when I wear clothes look good on me. As much as I don't want to do any other business that will make me wear and wear, but this is what sells for me. So this is what I can do. I decided to do it. So I'm not confused. So I always tell people, you are not confused. You just don't want to try. You don't want to fail, and there's no way you will fail.
It's the fear of failing.
You will fail. It's not a course.
And that's
when you start
fear.
a business,
a very high percentage of coming to pass.
Yeah, it will go. That period will come. The period where you will fail and you pick yourself up and keep going. A business doesn't go smoothly. There are sometimes you will cry. Sometimes you go into there. Sometimes you lose money. I bought a particular fabric and everything inside is just all the everything is just pieces. I treat the way I bear it. You cannot want to. They will not tell you that. I will not come online and tell you that. You see all these island doing this island. You want to go and do it. Nobody sees that part.
When you cry inside.
Nobody sees that part.
The only thing they see is that your smile. When
she's always dancing.
Yes.
So it comes with so many things. And
so do you have a platform for wholesalers and bulk buyers?
Yes, I have. I don't
have telegrams.
Yeah, I don't do because my stocks are stock. Stock as in a bag. You can meet 10 pieces of this, 25 pieces of this, 5 pieces. In fact, this one only one. So they are stock. And when I don't have time to be posting item that is just 5 pieces. Sometimes when I wear it's finished. Sometimes the one you want to buy is the best seller and it is finished. So I don't have items that I'm keeping. It is not like people that are selling bag. That bag is like 200 pieces. Me, I don't have anything that cannot. It is rare for me to see one item that is 200 pieces. They are stock. So I don't do wholesale. That's why I say when you come upstairs yourself and pick. And because it is stock, it comes with a lot of things, a lot of losses. As much as it comes with profit. If I buy this thing for 2,000 naira, I can decide to sell it for 11,000 naira. Meanwhile, there's another one that I cannot even sell for even 3,000. That I will sell it for 2,500. So I bear all of those things. I merge it into each other. So if you don't come into that business and start it, you will not be able to understand. So if you want to buy my wholesale, you have to bear all of those things together. That is what I bear with my suppliers. We bear it together. So I can't really sell wholesale, create a group and send these people and they tell me, how can you give me 10 yellow, only 1 white? But that is what is inside. You have to bear it. You cannot do everything. So people want to understand that. If you want to buy from me, then you say, okay, I want to start selling underwear. Stay on underwear. Don't go to gown. Don't do jeans. Don't do leggings. Don't do 2-piece sets. Just do nightwear. Then I want to do body shapers. I did start all of this thing at once now. Of course. So you have
pants and bra.
Only pants and bra. In fact, bra, it took me after 2 years before I come into bra. But you want to start selling now, you ask for bra price. You ask for you cannot do it. Yes. You will fail. So you have to pick a niche from everything I'm selling and use it to build the brand first before you start putting every other thing together.
As a young woman that is single, I know that there are usually some misconceptions about a single woman that is thriving in business. Most especially because we are from Africa. In this side of the world, it's very challenging with our men. Their insecurities, they let it get the best of them. About successful women. Once they just see you that you're a successful woman and you're in business, they can see that you're hardworking. They can see what you're selling. They can see that you work your ass out. They will still bring up that misconception like, oh, those ones, that one, she cannot be tamed. Because I feel that it's condescending for you to just assume that every woman that has her own money, she is proud, she is purpose, she will not be humble. You've not dated her.
You know, one thing about Nigerian men is their strength comes from being able to provide. Let me not let Nigerian men, African men. Their ego is boosted,
Massage.
is massaged by, in fact, by feeding a woman, not out of love, but out of control. Because of course, where the person feeding you will always control you. And I wish a lot of men can understand that it is not because you cannot control her, she doesn't respect you. There are some women that you cannot just bring in TV home without asking her. Some men, you need to understand that there are some women you will work hand in hand with.
Yes.
You cannot control. You have to ask them.
Yes.
They need to understand that it is not because I've had relationships while I'm already like this. I've been single. And I can tell you that has always been a major problem.
Yes.
Even when, when Yoruba will say, of course, they say, there's a way you can talk to a man because you are successful. You can tell him, I don't have time for I don't have time for this conversation. They'll pick it as because she's rich.
Yes.
And then you can say, I don't have time for this conversation. Somebody you are feeding can still make that statement.
Yes.
A woman is just being a woman.
A woman is just being a woman.
You can be feeding a woman and she's still proud.
Yes.
You can feed her and still be arrogant.
You can go and pick her out from the gutter and she's still arrogant.
It has nothing to do
with your status.
I don't know why you want your sister to be successful, but your wife should not be successful. In fact, it is just like this.
You are saying yes and no at the same time. They are very confused.
They are just confused.
There's double standards. They want the best for their sisters and their mom and their family members, but they don't want the best for their wives, and because they just want to be able to. I'm the man. So they let their insecurities get the best of them. They just see a successful, young woman and they be like, oh, if I say I want to take her to Hard Rock Cafe at the mall now, she'll be like, no, she wants to go to the island. It's because she has money now. And you don't ask her. And even if you ask her, even if she's not even rich, she doesn't have money, she can just be like, no, I don't like that place. And you still take her to wherever she wants to go. But just because they feel that, because it's comfortable, because she can afford it. Or maybe your man sends you 50K. Oh, take and use it to buy something for yourself for Easter. And you're like, is it just 50K you can send to me? That money is small. And I say, because she has money now. Whereas, and every lady can say that. Every lady that is working, that is not working, can say that.
That's some things a woman will achieve. And let me see, I will just say 70% African men can relate.
Yes.
They will always attach it
to another man.
They can't relate.
They will attach it to another man. Even when they don't see you with that man, they will be like, there must be a man that is hiding at the back room.
For a fact, especially social media vendors, don't joke with those women. I'm telling you for a fact, don't joke with it. They are doing big things with legit money. They do not sleep with anybody
to get it.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
A lot of men still cannot relate.
You cannot.
Take into the comment section and you see some men talking about women. And sometimes I ask myself, these people just conclude all women are the same. They just conclude all women sleep for money. They just come into this. Where is it coming from? That you decided to follow an hungry girl does not mean everybody is hungry.
Exactly. So African men, your insecurities will always come out to play if you keep thinking this way. Okay, stop wanting the best for your sisters and wanting less for your wives or your girlfriends.